We're wishing and hoping that spring sticks around here in the state line, and once it does, we want to get those gardens growing. We're getting expert tips tonight from Jim Carlton. Hey, Jim, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I hear this year the trend is to garden smarter, not harder. What does that mean, and where should we start?
Well, I think when people are planning out their garden, they need to be water wise. They need xeriscape. That is, they need to use local species of plants and vegetables to minimize the amount of water that they need and to resist the heat and things that are in your climate. This will yield a much better garden for people, much better suited for the Illinois region. Some examples of water-wise flowers are blue wild indigo, lobelia, the great blue lobelia, and blue cardinal flower lobelia, and trillium. The purple wake robin trillium is a really great species to use.
That's awesome. It does make sense to garden based on where you live, not where you wish you lived.
That's right.
We're not growing cactuses here in Illinois. It's not going to work.
Yep.
So we're talking about trendy plants and gardening trends this year, this spring, this summer. You talked about blue flowers. Are those blue, like, do they look blue? Is that one of the trends, the colors this year?
They're blue. Yeah, the trends and colors this year are really for unconventional blues, robin's egg blue, teal, even lavender. And the pinks are big as well. Everything from bold, fiery magenta to a soft pastel pink. Okay. It's really the trend for the flowers goes to blue and pinks this year instead of whites and reds, right?
Okay.
So
I like that. It's very soft, very inviting. A lot of our viewers, want to have great gardens, but they have smaller spaces. So what advice do you have to make the most out of a smaller garden space?
That's a great question. I think everybody should start small, right? It doesn't matter how big or small your yard is. You should start small. Don't do it all in a weekend. It won't quite be the same if you do. You want to start with a raised planter bed or two, or maybe all the pots on your patio.
Okay.
And really kind of mix things up. You don't have to stick to one species of flower or one kind of vegetable. Think multi-purpose. You get you'll get higher yield out of your garden over time if you do it that way. And then the other thing I think people should think about is that their garden needs to be kick back and chill space, right? Kind of a space for them to go and relax. And that takes a really good idea is to put a focal point in your garden, be it a trellis or a water feature or even a gazing globe. Something that draws your attention there can really make your garden a Zen sanctuary.
Sure. All right, Jim. Well, where else can we go to get some more information online?
They can go to dandydtechnology.com. That's DANDY technology.com.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Hopefully our weather leads us to spring and the gardening. Thanks, Jim.
Yeah, we'll hope so.
We'll be right back with Lisa and Russell from Renaissance Painting and Restoration.